When Juliet arrived at St. Mary's boarding school, she was shy, quiet, and unsure of herself. But soon she met Jasmine, a cheerful, social girl who made her feel welcome in the new world of dorm rooms, morning bells, and friendship. But not everyone had good intentions. Chioma, confident, feared, and rebellious, took interest in Juliet. She called her over, promising protection and popularity. Juliet didn't want to displease her, and slowly, she started following Chioma's lead.
But one evening, Chioma went too far. She started touching Juliet in a way that made her uncomfortable. Juliet froze, afraid, ashamed, and confused. The next day, she found the courage to tell Jasmine.
When Jasmine heard what happened, she was furious. She stormed to Chioma and shouted, "Don't you ever touch Juliet again!" The whole dorm froze. Chioma's eyes burned with anger, and she swore revenge.
The next days were tense. Chioma tried to intimidate them, but something had changed. Juliet was no longer silent. For the first time, she stood up for herself. Together, Juliet and Jasmine reported Chioma's actions, and when Chioma was expelled, Juliet realized courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to speak when silence hurts you most.
Days after Chioma's expulsion, peace seemed to return to St. Mary's. But in the silence of the dorm, whispers began. Some girls said Juliet lied. Others said she wanted attention. The same courage that saved her was now turning her into a target. Jasmine tried to defend her, but the gossip spread like wildfire. Notes were passed around mocking Juliet. Her bed was found scattered with chalk dust and insults written on her locker door.
One evening, Juliet sat by the school field alone, staring at the sunset. She wondered if she had made a mistake by speaking out. But then she remembered Jasmine's words, "Silence protects no one." That night, she wrote a letter to the principal, asking for a talk with the school assembly.
The next morning, Juliet stood before the whole school. Her hands trembled as she spoke, not just for herself, but for every girl who had ever been silenced by fear or shame. Her voice cracked, but her message was clear. No one should be afraid to speak the truth. The school erupted in applause.